BSTN.
Ho, 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 and welcome to the BSTN Christmas special. I'm your special guest, host, Sales-a-Claus, and boy, oh boy, do I have a list this year. I've been checking it twice. Actually, I've been checking LinkedIn activity, conversation intelligence recordings, and your CRM hygiene. You know what's magical about Christmas? Judging people's behavior. Did they pitch slap strangers on LinkedIn? Did they enforce their sales process? Did they actually help their buyers? Or did they just spam them with touching base emails? Tonight, we're diving into two special segments, Naughty or Nice, where I judge real sales behaviors and real sales people from 2025. Then, the Sales Wish List, where I grant wishes to those who've been extra nice this year. Let's get festive. All right. Time for my favorite part of Christmas, judgment. Let's start with the naughty list so we can get it the hell out of the way. First on the naughty list, the pitch slap on LinkedIn. Connecting with someone on LinkedIn and immediately sending a sales pitch in the first message. No relationship, no context, just, hey, loved your profile. Here's why you need my SaaS tool that solves a problem you never said you had. Oh, you thought you were sending, hey, first name, I noticed you're in industry. That's personalization? Coal. Coal is what you get. Let me explain something. Mail merge is not rapport. Using my first name doesn't mean we're friends. It means you know how to use a CRM field, or someone you work with does. Here's what you're actually saying. I don't respect your time. I didn't research you, and I think you're so stupid that you'll buy from a complete stranger who copy-pasted a template. Here's a reality check. Dr. Robert Cialdini's research on influence shows reciprocity and liking are prerequisites to persuasion. You can't persuade someone who hates you. Naughty! You get a LinkedIn account that only receives pitch slaps forever. See how you like it. Naughty list number 2, people who use sequences with 17 touch points in 3 days. SDRs running email sequences that hit prospects with 3 emails, 2 LinkedIn messages, 4 phone calls, 1 video message, and a partridge in a pear tree, all within 1 week. That's insane. 17 touch points in 3 days? We have a term for that at the North Pole. Cold calling. Oh, your sales manager said activity breeds results. You know what else breeds results? Not making your prospects block your domain. Naughty. You get a phone call that receives 17 spam calls per day forever. Amen. Enjoy the cadence. Naughty item number 3, and this is a new one that I can't believe. Adding people to webinars without their permission. They wake up to a notification, webinar, why you need our platform tomorrow at 2 p.m. You just put something on my calendar? Without my permission? Who the hell do you think you are? My executive assistant? Mrs. Claus? My life partner, the CEO of Time Magazine? This is the digital equivalent of showing up to someone's house uninvited, sitting on their couch and saying, we're having a meeting right now. This violates consent and is annoying. It's a bad look. You know what sales is built on? Trust. You know what this destroys? Trust. Naughty. You get 47 phantom calendar invites for events you never agreed to. Meetings start in 5 minutes every hour until the end of time. Naughty list number 4. Sales managers not using process enforcement tools. Sales managers demanding their reps follow the process while using 0 tools to actually enforce it. Then acting shocked when reps don't follow that process. Wait. You told them to follow the process and you put it in a PowerPoint. You made them acknowledge a PDF and you're surprised they didn't do it? Here's what happened. You trained them on the process in January. By February, they forgot 84% of it. Thanks, Dr. Ebbinghaus. By March, they're doing whatever they feel like, and you're sitting there wondering, why isn't my dashboard green? A solution would be a process enforcement tool like Supert on the nice list. Don't ask reps to remember. Build it into your workflow like Supert does. No memory required, just execution. Naughty. You get a team that ignores everything you say and then acts confused when you're upset. Oh, wait. Oh, you already have that. Let's move into a naughty person, and I think there's only one on this list. That's right, Mark Benioff, Salesforce CEO. He laid off 4,000 plus customer support workers in 2025 and openly stated AI is a big reason why, while simultaneously struggling to sell companies on Agentforce. Mr. Mark, you're the CEO of Salesforce, worth $11 billion. Why did you decide that 4,000 people who help customers should be replaced by AI agents that don't work as well? The worst part is that AI can't even handle the volume. Customers calling in, getting no help, and then churning. But hey, you saved on headcount. You're selling AI that augments humans while replacing humans with AI. Cole! Naughty. You get a support ticket submitted to your platform. Wait time, 47 years. AI bot's not available. No human available. Whew! Now that we've gotten all the naughtiness out of the way, we'll triple check our nice list when we come back. Stay tuned for best practices and best people when we return after this word from our sponsors.
BSTN.
Hey, Ming Ming. I'm gonna be a little bit short on today's quota.
Oh, not every day is a sprint, buddy. It's okay. Plus, you have Super, so you can follow our ELF sales process and be productive. How many process violations did you have today?
85?
That puts you in dead last on the leaderboard.
Why don't you just say it? I'm the worst toy maker in the world. I'm a cotton-headed ninny-muggins.
No, buddy. You're not a cotton-headed ninny-muggins. You're not a toy maker either. You're a sales rep. But that's why we have Super, so you can follow our process. It's right there in front of you, visible, so you know what to do now and what to do next. Just get your process board to 0. That's how easy it is.
Sounds like everyone else has the same talents except for me.
No, that's just it. With Super, even you can have the same results and outputs as everyone else because it guarantees you follow the same sales process. I see when you are selling. I know when deals are late. I know when you've done bad or good. Just use Super for goodness sake. Otherwise, you'll be looking for employment at the South Pole. Oh, welcome back to BSTN. I'm Sales-a-Claus, your special guest host. Let's dive right into the nice list, shall we? We start our nice list with SDRs who invest in building their personal brand on LinkedIn and other social platforms, sharing insights, sharing lessons learned, helpful content, and engaging with people via thoughtful comments, so that when they do reach out, a prospect already knows and trusts them, or at least is familiar. Oh, now we're talking. Somebody read my blog. Look at you playing the long game. You spent 6 months posting helpful content, sharing wins and losses, being human on the internet. And when you finally reached out, the prospect said, "Oh yeah, I've seen your stuff." That's not cold calling. That's warm calling with familiarity. Oh, Super calls this the surround bound method. Surround your prospects with value before you ask for their time. And Dr. Robert Cialdini's principle of liking. We do business with people we know, like, and trust. Therefore, personal brand is a must. Oh, nice. SDRs that do this are on the nice list. You get a LinkedIn profile that actually generates inbound leads and a raise and respect. Nice list. Number 2, AEs who master active listening. Yes, number 2 on our nice list, account executives who shut up and actively listen during discovery calls. They ask thoughtful questions, take notes, and let the prospect talk for 70% of the call. You listen. You didn't interrupt with, "That's a great point. Let me show you how we solve for that." You ask, "Tell me more about that." You paused. You let silence work for you. You took notes. You demonstrated you actually care about their problem. and you were present in the moment. Gong's data shows top performers only talk about 35 to 40% of the time and listen to the rest. You're crushing it. When buyers feel heard, they trust you. When they trust you, they buy. Nice. You get prospects who say, "This was the best sales call I've ever had," and deals that close. Nice list number 3. Companies using process enforcement tools like Super. Yeah, that's right. Sales organizations that implement process enforcement tools like Super so reps execute the right behaviors automatically without relying on memory or willpower. They're human after all. Finally, companies that get it. You didn't just train your teams on the process. You built it into their workflow on platform. They can't forget to log the call. They can't skip discovery questions of that required field. The system enforces it. Dr. BJ Fogg's behavior model says behavior equals motivation plus ability plus prompt. And you gave them ability and prompt. No excuses. By the way, Super customers see 40% improvement in process adherence and 23% improvement in quota attainment. That's ROI. Nice. You get predictable revenue through standardizing sales behaviors and outcomes, and a team that actually does what you trained them to do. And here we have some especially nice people, starting with George B. Thomas, the HubSpot helper. He's spent 10 plus years creating free educational content, helping thousands of people learn HubSpot, matching his hats and hoodies together, and most recently building an AI clone of himself, trained on 16 million words of his content so he can help people 24/7 in 56 different languages, all while being genuinely kind to everyone. Nice list, MVP, George. You get eternal respect from the sales community, and probably heaven. Nice person number 2. Well, it's Jen Allen Knuth, founder of Demand Gen. She's a former Challenger Gartner seller who sold $50 million to C-level deals. Then she started Demand Gen to teach sellers how to help buyers overcome status quo and make confident decisions. Jen Allen Knuth, you could have just retired your quota and then retired. But no, you decided to help other people win. You teach sellers about cost of inaction. You run SKOs that are actually useful. You advocate for shelter dogs, for crying out loud. You're basically a sales superhero, and for sure way better than that Will Aitken character. I think the neck tattoo proves that. See, Jen teaches that buyers don't lose to competitors. No, they lose to no decision. And her frameworks help sellers earn trust and drive change. That's value. Very, very nice, Jen. You get sold out SKO bookings for the next 2 years, and a reputation as someone who actually changes careers. And finally, the nicest HubSpot combo, Dharmesh Shah and Yamini Rangan, HubSpot co-founder and CEO. They led HubSpot's AI-first transformation by shipping 200 plus real features in 2025 that actually work, while maintaining 84% gross margins and creating tools that augments humans rather than replace them. Oh, Dharmesh and Yamini, while everyone else was talking about AI, you were shipping AI. Breeze agents that resolve 50% of support tickets. Prospecting agents that do research, not spam. Data hub that actually cleans your data. You're not firing humans for AI, no. You're using AI to make humans more effective. And the results? Amazing Q3 numbers, including growing customers by 17% year over year. You're winning by doing it right. Both of you, nice. You get market dominance and leaders everywhere copying your playbook. Well, we first finished the naughty list, and that concludes the nice list. But wait, we're not done yet. Now it's time for the best part of Christmas, other than judgment, wishes. That's right. I've got my magical sales wish list, and I'm granting wishes to those who've been extra nice this year. Let's take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, wishes come true.
BSTN.
No! What was I doing? Wake up, stupid! Wake up! No!
You'll never be able to follow a sales process in your CRM with that. How about Supered? Their new process rules are like Christmas magic for your sales teams, giving real-time visibility into performance.
Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho. Welcome back to the BSTN Christmas special. I'm Sales-a-Claus, your special guest host. And now, my favorite part, the sales wish list. See, I've been collecting wishes from sales professionals all year. Some are heartwarming, some are heartbreaking, some are hilarious, and some just, well, they reveal the deep trauma of working in sales. Let's see who get their wishes granted. Remember, I'm Sales-a-Claus. I have unlimited budget, zero regard for physics, and a direct line to SaaS CEOs. Let's go. Dear Sales-a-Claus, I wish my CRM would stop lying to me. Every deal says 90% chance to close until it doesn't. I'm tired of being gaslit by technology. Oh, Sarah, oh, I feel this in my bones. Your CRM is like that friend who says, I'm definitely coming to your party, and then ghosts you. This deal is closing. No, it's not. It's been stuck in verbal commitment for 6 months. Sarah, I'm giving you the gift of an introduction to a Supered partner to help clean and optimize your HubSpot instance. By the way, if you have a different CRM, I'm giving you a naughty list pass just this once. Oh, and process boards by Supered. This ensures you aren't lying to yourself with your sales process and ensures that you'll never be on your manager's naughty list. Also, I'm personally visiting your CRM and deleting every deal stuck in verbal commit for more than 90 days. You're welcome. Wish granted. Dear Sales-a-Claus, my manager loves to schedule quick syncs at 4:50 p.m. on a Friday. I've missed 3 date nights. My partner thinks I'm having an affair with my calendar. Marcus, your manager is a monster. He's probably on the naughty list. A calendar colonist, he is. Quick sync? There's no such thing as a quick sync at 4:50 p.m. on a Friday. That's a 45-minute meeting about next quarter's pipeline that could have been a Slack message. Marcus, I'm giving your manager a curse. Every meeting they schedule after 4 p.m. on a Friday automatically gets moved to 8 a.m. Monday. For them only. You get to sleep in. Also, their Outlook now autocorrects quick sync to unnecessarily long meeting that could be an email. Enjoy your date nights, Marcus. Wish granted. With vengeance. Dear Sales-a-Claus, I'm tired of prospects saying, let me think about it, and then disappearing into the void. Just say no. I can handle rejection. What I can't handle is sending 14 follow-ups to silence. Priya. Oh, this one hurts because it's so true. You know what's worse than rejection? Ambiguity. Just tell her you're not interested. Don't say circle back in Q1 when you mean never contact me again. Don't say we're evaluating options when you mean we already picked your competitor. Priya, I'm giving you a magic button in your CRM. When a prospect ghosts for more than 30 days, you push it, and they receive an auto-generated, sorry not interested email so you can move on with your life. Also, I'm programming the button to play Let It Go from Frozen every single time you use it because you deserve closure and a theme song. Wish granted. Dear Sales-a-Claus, my company loves to celebrate 98% training completion. But you know what didn't improve? Quota attainment. It's still at 50%. Can someone explain this? Derek. Poor Derek, you get it. Your company doesn't. Dr. Herman Ebbinghaus proved that humans forget 84% of training within 3 months. More importantly, knowledge transfer doesn't equate to behavior change. Your team watched the videos, they took the quiz, they got their little certificate. And by the next all hands, they forgot everything and went back to doing whatever they felt like. Derek, I'm deleting your LMS. Gone. Vanished. And I'm replacing it with Supered. A tool that doesn't train your team, it enforces your process. No memory required, just execution. Quota attainment goes from 50% to 73%, like Christmas magic. Also, I'm sending your training team to a Rethinking Training Effectiveness seminar run by Dr. Robert Bjork. They'll learn about desirable difficulties and why completion rates are a vanity metric. Wish granted. With neuroscience. Dear Sales-a-Claus, I've given the same demo 6 times to the same company. Different stakeholders, same objections, same features. I'm losing my mind. Kyle, 6 demos? 6? At one point, do we admit they're not buying, they're just getting free training on your platform? Can you show me how this works? No, you've had 14 hours of demos. Google it, or YouTube it, whatever the kids say. You know what this is. It's complete malarkey. They're evaluating because their boss told them to evaluate, but they already know they're buying from your competitor. Kyle, I'm giving you a demo limit rule. After 3 demos to the same company, they must submit a formal procurement request or schedule a no-demo conversation about why they haven't bought yet. Also, I'm installing a pop-up on your demo platform that says, "This is your 6th demo. Are you buying or just wasting my time?" Wish granted. And that, my friends, is the sales wish list for 2025 to Sarah, Marcus, Priya, Derek, and Kyle. Your wishes have been granted. May your Q1 be full of closed deals, honest prospects, and managers who respect your Friday nights. And to everyone watching, remember, Sales-a-Claus sees you when you're sleeping, but Gong records everything. Be nice to your buyers, enforce your sales process, and stop celebrating completion rates. Now, I know I granted a bunch of wishes, but here's a wish of mine that you can help grant. Go and subscribe to the BSTN Network on YouTube, or else you'll go directly to the naughty list on January 1st. From all of us here at BSTN, have a merry Salesmas. Now go forth and sail. Ho, 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 ho.
BSTN.
What up, all you beautiful people? And crispy.
I feel like I fall in that category.
Yeah, this is the last. By the time you're listening to this, you can tell by his stuff. Crispy is no longer at Super. He is he's left us.
Bittersweet.
But he's gonna do something. He said he's gonna sling a bunch of stuff. So he's gonna. What's the commitment? 500 seats of Super that will be sold.
I registered a deal today.
What? Okay. Well, let's see. We'll find out. We will say. We will see if this happens, and we'll keep a record on this. He is not losing probably POV because he might be leaving Super. But I like you being here. Like a loss. It's
fun. Yeah, I like being here.
Okay. So let's get into it. We're doing a bit different. We are doing some would you rathers, and we're gonna have our secret wizard host that you're never gonna see, but has a beautiful voice. He's gonna read this to us, and we're gonna pick. You must actually be quiet when the buzzer happens, Crispy. I know. So just as a point. Is that good? Okay.
This is sales Christmas wish list themed. If I had a wish list for Christmas, then Crispy staying at Super would be on it, but that's not an option. It's December 2025, and sales reps everywhere are dreaming of what would actually make their jobs easier in the new year. We asked 500 sellers what's on their Christmas wish list, and the answers may shock you. We're putting together Matt versus Crispy in this special segment for Christmas. Round 1, would you rather have option A, 20% higher base salary, same commission structure. Option B, better territory with 50% more ideal customer profiles, but same comp.
We have to say at the same time, right?
Go ahead.
Let's do 1, 2, 3, and then say the answer. Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. B.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. B.
Woo!
Yeah.
Only pansies pick A. What are we talking about?
And I was gonna say option B with the caveat of, as long as you don't have a cap on your commission, on your variable. But option B, no brainer. Like there's way more opportunity there versus just a base increase. If you want a base increase in this scenario, you're not a real sales rep. You're not a killer. That's the difference.
Is this why you're leaving Super?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the reality, guys. Is a good sales rep that is confident in the product, that believes in the value, will always want a larger, better pool of people to prospect into, because it will mean better overall compensation.
Yeah.
If you just want, if in this scenario, if you just want a better, higher base salary, it means you're not confident in what you're selling, which means I don't want you on the team.
Yeah.
Which is a weird place to be for sales rep, but that's just the hard truth in these options. So if you wouldn't have picked,
I've spoken. Round 2, would you rather? Option A, all inbound leads, but you must handle 100% of them yourself, no cherry picking. Or option B, 0 inbound leads, but you get unlimited prospecting budget, tools, lists, events. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
B.
hey,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Since Matt didn't answer on 3, go first, Matt. Why option A?
Option A. If I had inbound leads are by definition I hire CAC. Why would I like an unlimited budget? Just doesn't make any sense. Like, why would I pay money when I could have free leads and work them and lead them? That means they're gonna have a higher close rate. I can handle all myself. I can focus all my time on the management and execution of like giving a buyer experience. Versus trying to get prospecting, engineering, and like hiring people. It's just if you can do inbound, you do inbound. You only don't do inbound if you can't get inbound to work. So yes, I would do option A, 100% all the time, every day.
I heard you're lazy. All right, option B. Crispy, why'd you pick B?
Yeah, I actually prefer the grind of going and like hunting and killing stuff, and I think that by doing so you have more control over your destiny instead of like relying upon inbound leads. I think inbound leads, there's some question over quality sometimes, depending upon like what the flow looks like. Getting your business to a point where you have a really strong, highly qualified inbound lead flow takes quite a bit of effort to happen. And what's more in control is if you have unlimited prospecting budget to go and use all the right data sources, Clay, ZoomInfo, whatever it is, to go and choose the people you want to reach out to and convert them. Like that's much more my speed.
I like both answers. I award the point to Crispy. Round 3, would you rather? Wait, I got to gong myself here. All right, round 3, would you rather? Option A, a manager who coaches you one-on-one for 2 hours per week, but micromanages everything. I don't understand how this is a good option. Or option B, manager who leaves you completely alone, but provides 0 coaching, feedback, context, any of that. On 3, 1, 2, 3.
B. Yeah.
Y'all got to get more in sync, but go ahead. Crispy, you first this time.
Yeah. So two reasons. One is you should be hiring reps that don't need to be managed constantly. Like 2 hours per week of one-on-one coaching is quite a lot. And you can also have systems do your enablement and coaching inside their flow of work, like Super, boom, plug. Yeah, and ultimately, sales reps don't want to spend valuable time away from prospecting and away from closing deals. And time, 2 hours per week, is a lot of time going and doing that. So total autonomy for a sales rep is like the dream lifestyle. That's why I also chose the commission over the higher base, because that's total autonomy.
Matt?
I think this is a individual by individual change. I think the biggest thing is all time is money for reps, and they must spend all that time prospecting or deal management and getting better. And the biggest differentiator I've seen against a rep or a good rep or a bad rep is whether or not they can self-educate themselves into the role. And total autonomy gives you the ability to self-educate, define your own schedule, and execute and kill and land deals, which is ultimately what you do. Micromanagement for a sales rep means you don't want to ever work there. So I would never work in option A ever.
Yeah.
Bit of context before we move on, because y'all answered that pretty quick. Both of you are founders and have led sales teams before. Is there a scenario where option A is better? For example, a first-time or incredibly junior sales rep. Is that something that would show personality deficiencies or a lack of motivation for them coming in wanting more hands-on, one-on-one stuff? Or do you think option B is always the right choice?
I think
option B is always the right choice. If you're doing it. Like have an opinion, Crispy. You're married to it. No nuance.
Well, no, I think Rob proves a good point, which is if I'm a newer sales rep wanting to learn from like Caleb King on our team as an example, and learn how Caleb does his
You still don't do one-on-one coaching. Just shadow some calls. Like this is my point. Like, is total autonomy is like we have a platform that records every one of Killer King's calls. Go watch it. Go put it on a playlist. Sleep to it at night and get better. I will always, and we have Super that will just tell you what to do next. I don't want somebody that's constantly asking me, what should I do next? I want someone who is self-initiating, self-starting, and execution. That's why total autonomy will just always be the preferred method. Will some people fail? Yeah, I'm not worried about solving for the people who are going to fail. I'm worried about identifying the next best rep on the team and giving them the baseline to execute. That's why Super is so important.
As a caveat here, I think option A, if it had been stripped down and said, this is in person, so it's not one-on-one coaching, it's just access to people directly in an in-office scenario, may be it, but that would void the question. Moving on. Round number 4, would you rather? Option A, perfect CRM data. Every field populated, 100% accurate real-time updates. Or option B, no CRM required at all. Sell however you want, company, not a lot of visibility. On 3, and I'll say it with you. 3, 2, 1.
A. Yeah, certainly.
Tell us
Look,
why option B is such a bad idea.
I've been the founder at a company and it's hard to keep a CRM up to date. And every single time I kept my CRM up to date, even when I'm a one-man sales team, it's always bit me in the butt. I'm missing something. You must have a CRM that's, even if I'm managing projects, it's the idea of having a management system that says, I have this thing due for this person. I've contacted this person this often. Here's what has been sent. Give me the context. Like that just has to happen to give good experiences to people. And that's what CRM is at its most basic. So the no CRM required means I'm not going to give them a good experience and something will fall through the cracks, and thus it's not a real option.
I agree. Yeah, and I think that falls in the category for me of like data-driven decisions of here is when I should reach out to this person next based upon the context that I know from when I reach out to them last. Keeping yourself organized generally, like that's the best sales reps choose perfect CRM over no CRM. Like I've yet to ever meet a sales rep that has been high performing with no CRM.
Only bad CRM. I mean, I say this now, and you can fight me. Only bad reps don't want a CRM because they're scared of what it's going to show.
I agree. I totally agree.
CRM could also stand for context-rich memory. So you could think of your CRM as serving as an external memory brain for you, Matt. Option 5, would you rather? Option A, 10 dream accounts, perfect ICP, huge budget, known pain, but 12 to 18 month sales cycle. Option B, 100 mid-market accounts, decent fit, some budget, 30 to 60 day sales cycles. 3, 2, 1.
B. Yeah.
Ooh. Matt, you're up.
I just like selling to mid-market more. I think the reality is there are software that just does, especially in the public arena, like government, that does a few big giant accounts, and they spend 18 months to 24 months before they even get their first deal. I just don't like working there. Like I like to get momentum. I like to make a few wins. I would 100% every single time prefer 100 mid-market accounts because I just like to get some wins under the belt. And that's what I like doing. So yes, I would do it that way. Some people are just different.
I think momentum is real with sales reps as you close deals or don't close deals. Honestly, I think momentum is a driving factor in performance. And I remember when I was selling in the enterprise sector, do you know where most enterprise deals end up dying? Is in the contract and legal phase, which takes fucking forever to get to. And so selling to enterprise blows. Not a fan of it. It's terrible. It's long. You have so much fucking red tape and stupid stuff that you have to deal with. So mid-market all day, much quicker sales cycles, a lot more fun, to be honest. You have to deal with less decision makers, less red tape, and it's just generally quicker speed to money, honestly, as a rep.
Great job. That has been our sales Christmas wish list segment. And now I'll kick it back over to Crispy for debate 5.
Awesome. So November 2025, research from Sales Hackers shows 73% of objections in deals stem from inadequate discovery, not buyer concerns that emerge later. Traditional sales training dedicates 40% of curriculum to overcoming objections, but Gong data reveals that deals requiring heavy objection handling close at 34% versus deals with minimal objections at 81%. It's a big difference. Should reps learn to handle objections better or prevent them entirely through better qualification?
I think when we use the word demo, I think people think demo means showing a product. And I don't agree that a demo is showing the product. Often a demo is showing the problem you solve for and the frame in which you do it. And I've been on demos. I've been on like qualification calls where I ask no discovery questions because I knew the person and the pain that I knew I was about to talk about. I just knew their pain better than they did. Need to qualify it. I just needed to talk about the pain, do a demo of how I was solving the pain, and then let them emote afterwards. And then my level of emoting at that point would show me discovery questions. So that often gets rid of telling the right story. Often gets rid of more objections. And if you have the wrong narrative in there, and then in the wrong narrative, they will have more objections because they'll understand what they're fixing, why they're fixing it, and how it's going to solve them value. I find story, not qualification, is better at preventing objections than objection handling by asking questions itself, or like getting better discovery. So better storytelling, not better discovery.
Okay. Yeah, I'm confused on which perspective because it sounds like a little bit of both. I have a document in my face as perspectives, and I just don't agree with either one of them. Is like storytelling is the most important aspect. Getting people in the right frame of mind is the most. Like you buy a hot dog at a ball game, it costs $10, $15, and you buy a hot dog at a grocery store, it costs 50 cents. Like people need to know where they're at, why they're buying, what they're buying for, and you need to get them in the ballpark. Storytelling is the most important part. Yeah, I understand, and my perspective and opinion on this seems like it's one of two options. Option one is I get ahead of all objections by combating those in discovery. That way no one can throw it in my face later in the sales cycle, or I should be prepared to speak to the objections later on if I don't ask those questions. I think the perfect balance is a mix of both, which is healthy discovery so that you understand medpic, spice, bant, whatever it is that you're using to qualify people. And you should always be prepared to handle objections because objections might not fall into those specific categories of discovery. Objections could be things that you don't know about in the technical realm or security or privacy or whatever it is. And so if you want to be a really good sales rep and have a really high close rate and understand deeply what the customer needs, you need to be prepared to do both, which is good discovery and be prepared to handle objections actively in real time. Like the best sales reps can do both of those simultaneously. So I think objection handling is critical for good sales reps.
Well done. We're on to debate 6. Matt, this is for you.
I just read the topic.
Merry Christmas, Crispy.
Oh gosh. Debate 6. Leaving a startup before it takes off is the smartest career move. A viral Twitter thread in late 2025 from former Stripe employee 247 sparked debate. They left after 18 months pre-IPO for a 40% salary bump, missing out on $2 million plus in equity. Comments split between you can't predict the future and loyalty pays. With 90% of startups failing and equity often worthless, is staying for the upside rational or just gambling? Crispy, pass over to you.
Oh, fuck. I guess I could. My choice is only. I can only choose one of these. This is the right answer.
No pressure, buddy.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Leave early. Secure the bag. Fuck these people.
All right, let's give it fair. Everybody, Crispy ain't leading for a bag. He's creating he's going for another company. So let's do this.
Oh shit. I'll answer this in a a real way, which is I believe so much in super that I'm going to go build a business around it, which is very different than like leaving a startup because you don't believe in the mission. I believe in it so much that I know I can create an entire business model around it and go to the moon with it. And so that's how I will add as much value to the business as possible. The equity piece and the average startups and how they go to market and how they scale and the rocket ship growth, stuff like that. Yes, I've always been someone that's been very entrepreneurial, and I'm going to lean into that. And I believe so much in super that I'm going to build a business around it. Not HubSpot, but super.
Dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, I have I think that I just enjoy working at startups, and I think the majority of learning occurs in going from 0 to 1. Famous book by Peter Thiel is 0 to 1, and understand how to be a value creator versus a value maintainer. I think learning in the value creation is only learned in startups, and there's a lot of upside. I don't think you stay because of the upside. And so if you're staying just for upside, and this is a conversation between making a bunch of money or making generational wealth type money, I think that's the wrong conversation. The conversation is, where do you like working? Do you like working and creating value? Do you like moving fast? And I just prefer being a startup. So I would never tell someone to stay in a startup so you can make more money. I would say being a startup because you like being in a startup. Yes. Be in a corporate location if you like and need. You don't want to have to work all day, and you don't want to have burdens, and you in a stage maybe there's a stage of life where you just want to carry less.
Yeah.
So it's never a money, and as soon as it's a money issue, you're already making the wrong decision for the wrong reasons, and you will not be happy in either place.
I agree. I have a story on this actually. I was talking to one of my friends recently who just finished his MBA, and he was like, "Oh, I just finished," and I was like, "Congratulations on achieving nothing." Like an MBA is like such fucking. You know how many dumbasses I've met with MBAs? Like, if anyone out there's an MBA, congratulations. But I guarantee you, 6 months in a startup will teach you more about business than what an MBA will. Guaranteed. And that's the value of working in early stages. You learn so many different things in so many different areas that are transferable to a different, to your career path generally. So valuable. Again, not the money, but the experience of knowing how to do things. Intangible.
Love it.
Cool. All right.
That is all the time we have for today, but I will let our two gracious hosts close us out.
Is William frozen again? Oh, there you go. It's back. Oh, wait.
I'm here.
You back?
Yeah, I'm here. I would say I'm here. You're looking at me weird, but I don't look weird. I don't think. If I was leaving with something, these are for sales reps or in general, is no matter where you are or what you're doing, if you don't believe in the product you're building, you're selling, or you're serving, you will be bad at your job. And so that right now doesn't mean go leave the place you're at. It just means get really good and understand the product. And once you have that belief in what you're doing, you will start to think this way. And that way is, if I don't serve this person, if I don't help this person buy this product, if I don't help save this person from churning, if I don't build the product in this way, then I am not respecting them. And you must get to a point where you feel like you're proclaiming a good news to people. And if you don't get to that point, your job will feel hard. You'll be unhappy. You'll complain. And I'm going to say it as lovingly as I can. It's a you problem.
Great place to end the episode for today, gentlemen. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you next time on Pardon the POV.
Everybody, love y'all.